the Cleveland Cavaliers managed to hold off the Boston Celtics in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron had an impressive 44 points on just 28 shots, but that wasn't the most impressive part of the night. For LeBron, he just set an NBA record that will never be broken. What's going on, basketball fans? My name is Josh and I am back with a brand new video. Now, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that sub button to stay up to date with the NBA videos. This time last year, LeBron passed Michael Jordan as the all-time leader in playoff points. This is a record that I highly doubt anyone will ever break. But last night, he set a similar record. With a little over 3 minutes left in the half, LeBron knocked down a 22-foot jumper to record his 2,357th playoff field goal of his career. This one-made shot, which was one of many, was one of the biggest of his career. It wasn't a game winner or anything like that, but this shot moved him past Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most made field goals in postseason history. LeBron's been a dominant figure for well over a decade now, and he's finally reaching that point in his career where he's setting every single record that you could imagine. And this field goal record, along with the points record, are two of the most impressive. Just to show you how unbreakable the field goal record is going to be, let's compare the careers of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had the record, and LeBron James, who currently holds the record. Kareem played 20 seasons in the NBA and made it to the postseason 18 times in his career. During those 18 years he made the playoffs, he played in 237 games while averaging just over 24 points a game. Now let's take a look at LeBron's career. He averages over 28 points per game in the playoffs, and he's currently in year 15 and has made 13 straight playoff appearances. Over the 13 years he's played in the playoffs, he's played in 232 games. So compared to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he's played in 5 less postseasons and 5 less games. But he's passed him in playoff points and playoff field goals made, and he is the all-time leader in both. LeBron is still in his prime, and he's having arguably the best season of his career numbers-wise, and now he's the all-time leader in playoff field goals. Let that sink in. Barring any injuries, it's pretty safe to say that LeBron will play until year 20. Kobe did it, Kareem did it, KG played until year 21, and I think considering LeBron's ability thus far, I think he'll play to year 20 as well. And most likely, he'll probably make the playoffs every single year for the rest of his career, just like Kareem did. So assuming he makes the playoffs every year for the rest of his potentially 20-year career, he'll still play in 5 more postseasons after this year. That's 5 more seasons of extending his lead in points and field goals made, giving him a total of 18 playoff appearances. Going deeper into LeBron's resume, he's made 7 straight finals and 8 in total. Now, we don't know for sure if LeBron will make the finals this year or if he'll ever make the finals again in his career, but assuming he has 5 years left, let's just say for the purpose of this video and to put it all into perspective, let's say he makes 2 more finals. I think that's a pretty safe bet. That would put him at a total of 10 total final appearances in his career. So in order for someone to break his field goal record, they would have to make more than 10 finals while also averaging anywhere from 26 to 29 points per game during their playoff career. Like I mentioned earlier, LeBron has been averaging 28.7 points per game in the playoffs. And if his career follows the same trajectory as other greats, that number is bound to decrease, but ever so slightly. Now, how many players in the history of the NBA have made it to 10 finals? Obviously, LeBron hasn't yet, but I strongly believe that he will. The only other players to make 10 finals though are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Sam Jones, and Bill Russell. Do you really see a player making 10 finals while averaging 29 points a game? I don't think so. You're gonna need another once-in-a-generation GOAT type player to even get close to challenging that record. Steph won't get close, KD won't get close, Giannis won't get close, and all of these young players coming up now like Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum won't even have a chance of breaking this record. Once LeBron's career is all said and done, that field goal record is gonna be so high, it's gonna be unbreakable. Now I do think LeBron's playoff points record is easier to break just because the game is always evolving, and ever so slightly it's moving further and further more outside. Teams are just shooting way more threes than they did 10 years ago, and that's a trend that's probably gonna keep on increasing over the years. I could see an excellent 3-point shooting guard potentially break the points record, but even then, they'd have to be LeBron type dominant. We're talking 10 finals, averaging 30 points a game just to even get close to the points record. But even then, the field goal record should be protected because shooting more threes than twos will result in less field goals made, and that's where LeBron has the advantage. LeBron scores on the inside, he scores on the outside, but most of his buckets do come from the inside, and that's why he scored so many field goals. But LeBron once again breaks a massive NBA record, another thing that can go onto his resume and something that he can use in the GOAT conversation. But this is going to be one of those things we look back on 10, 20, 30 years from now and we're like, man, that record will never be broken. I think guys will definitely come close to it, but honestly, it's going to be untouchable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that sub button, also hit that like button. But that's it for me. Till next time, peace.